Hi, everyone. This is Rachel Minnich, and I am bringing it all together, discussing my growth in ACTE 630, current technology for online instruction. What is your philosophy of online teaching or learning in art and design? So, in Module 7, Chapter 4, they describe four elements. These four elements create an effective online environment, and we should include them. So, the first one would be an orientation to learning that includes an introduction and directions on how to navigate the learning system. The second one would be instruction on content, including delivery of the content itself, as well as an opportunity to practice with and apply the content via activities. The third one would be a measurement of the learning that has taken place. And lastly, a summary and close to enhance and enrich learning. Now, these elements are essential to constructivist learning when online. And constructivism, or helping students to create new meaning out of instruction, emphasizes active student centered learning. And the 8 national standards for quality online teaching, discussed in Module 1, provide the framework for that. And the 8 standards, once again, are professional responsibilities, digital pedagogy, community building, learner engagement, digital citizenship, diverse instruction, assessment and measurement, and instructional design. Therefore, what's your philosophy of online teaching or learning in art and design? My philosophy of online teaching in the art and design classroom is to create an environment that is engaging, inclusive, and interactive, where students can explore and apply creative concepts. I will focus upon clear orientation, diverse instruction, and hands on activities that promote learner engagement and digital citizenship. Assessment and feedback will guide what they learn, while community building and thoughtful closure will ensure that my students will feel connected and supported. By combining structured online teaching approaches with creative expression, I will help my students thrive and develop both artistic skills and confidence in virtual space. So, using information from chapter 4, here's how I'm going to put this philosophy into practice. I will design online art and design experiences that focus on hands on learning, group activities, and reflection so students can actively build their knowledge. I will make sure all students have clear directions, multiple ways to learn when needed, and regular feedback to keep them engaged. I will support responsible digital behavior and meet national online standards. Finally, I will foster a sense of an online family through peer critiques and group projects, helping students grow both their artistic skills and confidence in a supportive online environment. This philosophy is very similar to my current way of teaching, just in an online format. So, how can online learning environments be used to support students' social and emotional well being in the art and design classroom? Well, referring back to the 6 PBS videos about social and emotional learning, or SEL, and this is from Module 2, here's how things might look in an online art and design classroom. And I do have links provided with the underlined text. Self awareness would be to reflect on artwork, identify growth areas, and encourage a growth mindset. And that's from the reading as well. Self management would be where students can express emotions through art, they can set goals and control emotions. Social awareness. Projects like Our World Today that I have students do is where students explore perspectives, symbolism, and social issues. Relationship skills are built through our Fun Fridays. Cooperative challenges and drawing games are part of those. Responsible decision making is another strategy to help students slow down, think through choices, and make better decisions in class. And finally, future self. We research careers, internships, scholarships, and online portfolios because students must be able to see themselves in the future, regardless of their circumstances. In Module 3, we discussed social presence. Social presence is a concept that researchers and theorists have used to explain the feeling of connectedness learners have with the peers and teachers in online courses. The idea of social presence is important because it has been found to influence learner satisfaction, retention, and learning. So, my synchronous interactions or activities would be live critiques, group art challenges, discussions, and feedback. This builds immediate community cohesion and supports relationship skills. Asynchronous interactions would be a reflection of artwork, discussion boards, digital portfolios, career projects. And this supports self awareness, self management, and social awareness. The overall outcome? Well, by integrating synchronous and asynchronous strategies in the art and design courses that I'm going to be teaching, is going to enhance connection, engagement, SEL growth, and creative expression. How has this class informed the work you're currently doing? So, my biggest takeaways that I'm currently using are universal design for learning, which is where I provide multiple ways for students to engage, access content, and express their creativity, ensuring all learners can participate meaningfully and succeed. My second big takeaway would be the national standards for quality online teaching. I design engaging, interactive, and equitable art and design lessons that support student learning, collaboration, and social emotional growth. Although I've enjoyed learning about current technology for online instruction, I'd say the three readings that have opened my eyes the most were the CAST UDL guidelines. That's my big number one eye opening experience in this entire class. It ensures that all learners are able to access and participate in meaningful, challenging learning opportunities. The second big one that I really like that goes along with the first one would be the Online Accessibility Handbook. Adhering to web accessibility guidelines will benefit all students, including those with visual, hearing, mobility, and learning disabilities. I also really like one of our last readings, which was the online integration or the pick wrap method. How students, how the use of technology can change traditional practices and activities, and how it can make class environments more creative for students. What activities concepts will make their way into your classroom? So, we just discussed AI, and I haven't been able to really implement anything quite yet. However, I will explore the AI tools and I will apply the PICRAT framework to integrate them into my art and design classroom to enhance creativity, transform traditional activities, and make learning more engaging for students. So, what are the biggest aha moments about online teaching? So, I thought I was really going to like this class. However, I definitely believe that this is something I'm going to enjoy. Um, I uh, I really want to try my hand as being an online teacher. The second big aha would be much of what we learned already connects to my in-person teaching. So I really don't think it's going to be that difficult for me to make the transition from in-person teaching to online teaching. Also, AI is a useful tool that helps teachers expand their knowledge without reinventing the wheel. I always thought AI was somehow cheating. Being an art person and seeing all kinds of art things come over my feeds and my students' feeds and my kids' feeds, I was afraid to try it. I didn't realize that we could use it for good, not evil, I guess you could say. And then, what are the big questions you're still wondering about? So, this is an introductory course. And so, I can't really say I have any big questions right now, but I'm sure I will as I go through the program. I think this was a fantastic class. I enjoyed getting to know all of you through the discussion posts. Your comments towards me were fantastic, and I appreciate everybody's help. So, until our next class, hope you take care.